If our school systems teach us nothing about money, then we have idiots running the show. Well, without getting political, Donald Trump and I wrote 2 books together because we're concerned about the lack of financial education in our school systems. So you think about the source of it. If there's no financial education in our school systems, then the people running our government are idiots.
Gee, I wonder.
Like people say, well, the Federal Reserve Bank has either 400 or 4,000 PhDs. My mind goes, that's 4,000 or 4,000, like my poor dads. They're academic geniuses who know jack about money, and they're killing us. My poor dad was the head of education for the state of Hawaii, PhD. He did studies at Stanford, Northwestern, University of Chicago. And he was poor as a church mouse, but he held up his PhD. I said, yeah, that and $25 will buy you a cup of coffee, you know what I mean? What good is a PhD? And they get so many people get so attached to a stupid piece of paper. And my rich dad was my best friend's father, never had an education. And he always said, my banker has never asked me for my report card yet. So what does your banker want to see? So these idiot left-wing academic types go, I went to Stanford, and my banker wants to see my financial statement. My poor dad had no idea what a financial statement is. Most academics have no idea. They don't have financial statements. But to be a capitalist, I run on my financial statement. Because 1971, Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard, and the U.S. dollar became debt. So today, if we stop borrowing money, the economy collapses. It's because it's debt. So when this guy, Dave Ramsey, is kind of a friend of mine, but we argue with different points of view. He says, live debt-free. I said, if we live debt-free, the economy would collapse. Oh, no, it wouldn't, does it? Well, if you study macroeconomics, if we don't borrow, money is created by borrowing money, not working for it anymore. So if you can understand that macro concept, and then today America is now printing, this is 2024, we just started printing $1 trillion every 90 days to keep this economy floating. Now, when they stop, that's like Noah's Ark going down, on top of the mountain. Well, I'm kind of on all coins have 3 sides, heads, tails, and the edge. So you have Republicans, Democrat, but I stand on the edge, look at both sides. And you have right and left and all this stuff. So when I look at money, you have to see what's invisible. You have to see the other side. And so when the 2008 market hit, like I said, money was debt. What the banks were doing was they were borrowing money and then packaging debt as an asset so they could borrow more money. They're called derivatives. And the average American, since they're financially illiterate, they don't speak the language of money. When I speak a derivative, that's like if you get an orange, you cut it, you squeeze it. The orange juice is a derivative of the orange. So what a derivative is in 2008 was a derivative of debt made into bigger debt. So the debt accelerated. So Warren Buffett is called derivatives, weapons of mass financial destruction. So I'm sitting there like this, watching it, and 2008 comes, it blew. Thank you, God. Thank you. Because when you see the other side, I made more money in the crash than I did when it was going up. So the average person, because they don't have financial literacy, definition of words, and they're taught to just work for money, they don't see the other side. They cannot see what they cannot see. So when the markets crashed in 2008, I borrowed $300 million.
You borrowed $300 million. Now,
and I bought the best real estate in the world for pennies on a dollar. That's how you get rich. Not by working hard and putting in a stupid 401k full of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs. Those are for the peasants. Jeez.
want that. Everyone
No,
wants
you
that.
know what I mean? Well, that's what they tell the kids. Go to school, get a job, work hard, and put your money in a 401k or an IRA full of stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. I don't touch that garbage. It's trash. So for there to be an asset, there has to be a liability by definition. If you understand that one, you'll say, okay, so here's the asset. What's the liability?
Give me an example.
Well, I wouldn't touch a mutual fund. You know, that's toxic. But the liability is the BlackRocks or the fund managers who package that stuff. All coins have three sides. I'm on the other side. I package it. That's why Buffett called, derivatives weapons of mass financial destruction. I package that debt. And that's how I make my money. So I know what those guys who are like BlackRock and all these guys, the mutual fund, the Vanguard, they're just packaging garbage and selling it. I wouldn't touch it. A village idiot and their money are soon gone. They all disappear. If you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's the #1 book in the world for 27 years. And I flunked out of school because I can't write. And the publishers of New York, like Simon & Schuster, they all turned Rich Dad, Poor Dad down. They said, because they're like my poor dad. These academics are the worst people on planet Earth because they have this stupid piece of paper that says, you're smarter than that guy over there. I just said, my poor dad, it's a piece of paper. Show me your financials. Oh, I got my PhD. If you can understand the insanity of that somebody actually thinking their PhD makes them smarter than the village idiot out there. If you can understand that insanity. So anyway, I don't know where I was going with this whole thing, but that's why Trump and I are good friends, because we sit there and laugh and chuckle. When he was debating Hillary, that criminal, Jesus Christ. Well, they are. They are.
You're not wrong.
Well, when Hillary says, and he doesn't pay any taxes, and Trump says, that means I'm smart. I don't pay taxes. Only idiots pay taxes.